Isang magandang Huwebes sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang September 30, 2021 month-end, quarter-end edition ng The Stock Market Today. At 87 days na lang, Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chadoro. Ako po isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market in 2007, and I do this report every day, which I started August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa ALLDAY IPO. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, ika-30 ng Setyembre 2021, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's start po with the financial headlines. And this is courtesy of Video Securities. In our economic news, BSP says heavy lifting from fiscal policy needed to ensure recovery. Okay, sabi niya, Ben Jokno said fiscal policy should do the heavy lifting to ensure that the economy's recovery from the impact of coronavirus. Okay. So, ano kaya ibig sabihin nitong heavy lifting? Baka ito ay spending, di ba? Government spending in order to spur the economy. Kasi po, dalawa po yan eh. Sa economics po, meron tinatawag na fiscal policy at may tinatawag na monetary policy. Ang fiscal policy po, ang gumagawa po niyan yung ating mga economic managers. Yung gobyerno po natin, ano po? Yung gumagawa ng budget, yan. Yung Department of Finance, pero ang NEDA, yan po yung gumagawa ng mga fiscal policy natin, BIR to get taxes, and then yung Department of Budget naman for spending, di po ba? Na-approve naman ng Congress yung budget, etc. Ang pangalawang aspect po niyan is monetary policy. Ang monetary policy naman is basically about money in circulation and controlling the money in circulation. So ito po yung mga ginagawa ng central bank or ng ating Bangko Sentral. So yung heavy lifting ng ginagawa na sinasuggest ni Governor Jokno is about fiscal policy wherein the government should drive the economy. Kasi yung monetary policy can only do so much. Di ba? What you can control is money circulation, inflation, management of our US dollar reserves siguro, no? Kasama po yun. And controlling of interest rates. They can only, yun po yung monetary aspect. Controlling money in circulation, inflation, yung mga ganun. Pero fiscal policy is the spending. Is the getting the money from taxes and how to spend it. Yan po. So heavy lifting fiscal policy po, sabi ni Ben Jokno, which I agree. Government to step up vaccination, new COVID cases to decline by December. And then in our sectoral or company news, need for more modernized warehouses seen. And sabi nila this would be well for the REIT, no? Part of the REIT. Yung mga warehouses kasi yung mga online selling ay nagpipick up at dumadami. So increasing the demand for warehouses should bode well for ALLDAY, FLI, and RLC, which are continuously expanding their respective industrial portfolios. Okay, so tingnan natin sila mamaya, yung ALLDAY, FLI, and RLC. Then mobile services revenue to reach $5.4 billion in 5 years. And then PSE green lights IPO of ALLDAY. So ito po yung main news natin. So tignan na po natin ito from the PhilStar. The Philippine Stock Exchange has approved the initial public offering application of Villar-owned ALLDAY Marts Inc. With the green light from the PSE, ALLDAY Marts is ready to proceed with its offer period slated on October 18 to 25 and the listing scheduled for November 3. ALLDAY Marts will offer up to 6.8 billion primary common shares at a price of 80 centavos per share with an over-allotment option of up to 685.7 million common shares. The shares will be listed in the main board of the PSE. We are pleased that we will be welcoming ALLDAY Marts as an addition to our roster of listed firms, and we are glad that it chose the equities markets to raise capital for its financial requirements and expansion plans, says PSE President and CEO Ramon Onson. The net proceeds from the sale of the primary shares offer would amount to 5.296 billion. The company would raise an additional 530.5 million, assuming the over-allotment option is fully exercised. The Villar-led firm will use the proceeds from IPO for debt repayment, capital expenditures, and initial working capital for store network expansion. ALLDAY Marts is a supermarket operator with a total of 33 stores spanning 55,881 square meters in an aggregate net selling space as of June 30. It plans to expand its store network to 45 by 2022 and 100 by the end of 2026. So ang underwriter nito is PNB Capital with BDO Capital and China Bank Capital as joint underwriters. Okay, so let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it fared today, month-end and quarter-end September 30. Okay, so the PSEI gained 18.77 points or 0.27%. So it's the second day na green candlestick push siya. Let's put up our indicators. So the EMA 20 is acting as our support. Actually, EMA 50 po, no, is acting as our support. Pero yung pinaka-closest po, yung orange line is just above our candlesticks, which should indicate that all three candlesticks or all three indicators, the orange line, which is the 20-day exponential, the blue line representing the medium-term 50-day exponential, and the black line representing the 100-day long-term exponential moving average, are right under the candlesticks. Ngayon, yung ating market activity naman, 115 companies advanced, 78 declined, while 51 remained unchanged. The all-share index also advanced 0.67%. The holding companies, industrials, mining, and services also advanced, and this was led by the industrials at 2.19%. However, the financials and properties were in the red. Ngayon naman ay tingnan po natin ang ating most active stocks. Ay reviewin po natin si ALLDAY, FLI, RLC, Converge, MONDE, AC, and ICT. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box at ipaprioritize ko po. So, dito na po tayo. Tignan po natin si ALLDAY. Okay, ALLDAY recovered today. It had a 45 centavo increase to 33.50, no? 1.36% up. Pero bearish to sideways pa rin po ang kanyang movement dahil po yung ating mga indicators are above our candlesticks as we look at it, ano? Ngayon, yung pinaka-support ni ALLDAY po ay nandito sa area nito. Pinakamalapit na support po nasa 32.60. Pero yung nearest resistance, let's take EMA 100 as our nearest resistance at 34.36. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. RSI is also appears to be sideways at 49.91 or almost 50. Ngayon po, FLI, puro mga real estate companies po ito. Yan, FLI is just moving sideways. Yan, not much activity. At very definite po yung kanyang support, no? Nandito po siya sa area nito. Nasa 109 yung kanyang support. Yung resistance po ay pinakamalapit po nandito. Still moving sideways, and it has been moving sideways since July 2021 or July 27, no? Sideways po yung kanyang movement. Actually, July 21, we can say na sideways pa rin ang movement ni FLI. RLC naman is next. Si RLC naman, ayan, bearish din siya, but it recovered today, gaining 10 centavos. Pinaka support level po niya ay nandito po sa area nito. Yan, sa 1545. Nearest resistance is, the higher one is here, nasa 1696. Pero I see another near resistance level at this level na po, no? So, pinakamalapit po ay sa 1620 yung resistance, and nearest support is at 1545. When I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So, si Converge naman po, wow, look at that, 40 pesos si Converge, and it has been moving up. And tingnan lang po natin yung DMI niyan. Over 30 po yan. Yan, nasa 65. Talaga napaka-bullish nito. I-converge. Kung nakabili kayo at IPO price, ay, swerte po ninyo. Dahil napakalakas po ng stock, ano? And there is a definite trend on the stock. So, balik po natin. Yan po, no? And it continues to move upwards. Actually, yung high niya of 40.40 is the 52-week high already since it debuted in the PSE last October. Now, the nearest support is nandito po sa area to. Nasa 36.20. Yan po yung nearest support ni Converge. But the resistance, I cannot plot. Very thin po yung resistance natin, which is just one candlestick. Kaya support lang muna tayo. And I should say that the stock is bullish. And even though RSI is already overbought, it will continue to be overbought and still move up. Dahil yung DMI po natin is strong, over 30, mga 60 plus po yung ating DMI or directional movement index. And then, si MONDE naman. Okay, si MONDE ay yun, naka-recover siya, no? It had two successive red candlestick, and it appears to just, yung ating short-term indicator appears to be just piercing through the candlesticks. But ito yung naka-recover na po, no? Or there is a recovery today. Pero abangan po natin dahil this is just one candlestick, but there is volume, no? So maaring mag-move up pa po ito in the following days. RSI is still bullish at 55. Ngayon po, ito po yung resistance or support level na po ito. Yan po, nasa 1760, 1756 po. The nearest resistance is here. Nandito po sa area to, nasa 1960 ang nearest resistance po ni MONDE. And then Ayala Corporation. Okay, Ayala Corporation gained 8 pesos to end at 8.17. And it appears just to be moving sideways, although indicators are under the candlestick, which is a bullish sign. So if we'll be drawing a Darvas box on Ayala Corp, ay ito po yung makikita po natin. Yan po, no? So yung upper border po would be our resistance at 821, while the lower border will be our support at 789. At dyan lang po siya naglalaro since September 3. Up to October 4, or about a month already na nagko-consolidate. But based on our RSI, bullish po to sideways ang movement ni Ayala Corporation. Then finally, one of my favorite stocks, ICT. Yan, continues to be bullish, although it ended with a red candlestick today, lost 5 pesos, but yung ating 20-day exponential moving average is right under the candlestick, together with followed by the 50-day exponential and the 100-day exponential, which is an indication of a bullish trend or setup. So, eto po, nung nandito po siya, bearish po siya. Kasi this is February 2020, yung start of the pandemic. So, bumagsak po siya. And the lowest of ICT was at 69 pesos, would you believe? Actually, umabot pa po yan ng 61 pesos. Or almost 62, 61.85 eh. Meron nyo kung nakabili kayo dito during the pandemic. Tiba-tiba kayo ngayon. More than 3 times, no? Yung tinaas ni ICT. But anyway, yan po ang ICT. Ano po? Yung ating support level ay masasabi nating nasa EMA20 at 190.90, no? And the resistance based on 3 candlesticks would be here at 203. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So, yan po ang ating report sa stock market September 30, quarter end and month end. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Hanggang sa muli, God bless and bye for now.